Hello and welcome into the studio. It's Todd and Hudson Barsness back with another VO Marketing Pro not income, but VO Marketing Pro direct marketing, email marketing numbers. And then we've got Todd Barsness's numbers, full-time voiceover talent for 15 years. And I'm Hudson Barsness's son. I've been doing voiceover, started just my 5th year back earlier this month. So 4 full years of full-time voiceover. So we're going to give our numbers and we'll send you on your merry way. We do these every single Friday. So you can check these out on our channel if you are interested. If you have somebody who might be interested, you can share it with them too.
And we do this, and if you've watched these regularly, you'll say, okay, yeah, you say this every time, but people join us new all of the time too. And we do this simply because we just believe that we should be transparent. We're sitting here talking into microphones with a camera. Anybody can do that. Anybody can give advice out. We just think, well, we've been doing this for over 2 years. Let's just give our numbers and make sure that people know, this is what we're making in voiceover. So this either works or it doesn't work. And by the way, if you ever wanted to know, Todd, what did you make in December of 2017? I'd be happy to give you, that figure. Or what'd you make the week of, April this to this in 2022? What did you make? Happy to do that too. Just to verify, just to be transparent. That's why we're here, is to tell you these numbers, but to also be transparent with our figures.
Yeah, as far as I know, nobody else does this. So it's another reason we are transparent. So anyway, for the VO Marketing Pro numbers, which is a group that we send out for voice actors, direct marketing emails based off of Todd's dad's, what his assistant does for him. So this is what we got reported. So we have 21 warm responses, 9 auditions, and 2 booked jobs so far. Sometimes we get some during the weekend and stuff, and we'll put them towards next week's numbers. But Deanna Johnston had 2 jobs this week.
Nice.
So we'll see. Did you have any new clients this week from direct marketing?
No. Okay. None this week.
All right, into my numbers for this week. I had 3 warm responses in direct marketing. I also have an assistant that I have hired out $600 a month to send out emails and keep track of things for me. So that's new this year. 2 auditions this week. 10 jobs between Upwork, direct marketing, Voice123, Voices.com, and Fiverr. I had 2 jobs and a fix on Upwork for a total of $472.50. Direct marketing, I had 3 jobs for a total of $625. One of those jobs, I posted in our little group that we have, and if you're interested, you can contact us or whatever to hear more about what that is, or you can go look back at other videos. We've talked about it ad nauseum. But I get these auditions from a video production company, and they said, hey, remember this job that you auditioned for back in November of 2024? So November 4th, 2024, I did an audition 6 months ago. They said, well, you won it. 6 months. The power of direct marketing. I had no idea that I figured that was gone away and everything like that, because they've sent me maybe 3 or 4 auditions this year already. Anyway, $350 new client. So that was great. First time I had worked with them. So $625 between 3 jobs there. Voice123, I had a $500 job. I had a $50 fix, a $250 recurring job on there. And then I have 2 things that are kind of still out there. So one job is a $500 job. It's a different one from the one I already mentioned. But they're still trying to get final approval. So they paid me for $100 for the scratch track just to put it on there to send it to the client and see if they agreed that would work. So they paid me $100. And then there's another job out there that the guy said he really liked my read, and he was going to also get an idea. That's a $350 job. I haven't put that down yet because I haven't finalized it yet. So, excuse me. Anyway, $989 from Voice123 this week. Goose egg from Voices.com. I did have 1 short list though. That was nice. And then Fiverr, I had 2 jobs, one for $120 and another one for $55. So $140 on Fiverr. My goal is to hit $2,100 each week. This week I did it again, $2,138.39. So that was nice. Hopefully those other 2 jobs will come through and I'll have them for next week. That'd be a nice start to my week.
Yeah.
Yep. So then I do editing for Dad on the side, only 3 hours, $20 an hour, $60, $2,198.39 was my total. There you have it.
So you're trying to make $2,100 a week, which is $110,000 a year.
Yeah.
The year before, last year, you just made over $80,000.
Yep, $80,000
and the year before, you made $35,000.
Correct. Yep.
So you're on the upward trajectory. At least that's your plan. And now you've
I'm a little bit behind my goal this year.
Yeah.
Couple $1,000s, more than a couple $1,000s, but I had a slow start to the year. But now things are really seeming to pick up, so that's nice. Yep. And
just one other quick thing. There's a lot of thoughts out there about Voice 123, and there's experts, quotation marks, experts out there talking about this is how you have to do Voice 123 to be successful. They don't provide their numbers, so we aren't 100% sure how successful they are. They don't tell us their numbers from their students or people that take their courses. But you kind of subscribe to a little bit of a different viewpoint in that you do a lot of auditions. We'll take it just right now on Voice 123. Some people are very specific. Now, you're not going for African-American female. You wouldn't do a thing like that. Or, when they ask for something specific that's not in your wheelhouse. But you do a lot of different auditions. Like, how many auditions might you have done?
I do it probably close to 60 to 70 auditions. I probably get close to 10 a day.
Yeah.
Probably.
And that's
some
just
days are
different.
More, some days are less, of course.
And that's just different. And this week you made how much again on Voice 123?
$989.
Yeah, and that's a decent week, right, for you? Decent week. That's almost half your income.
If I could have $1,000 each week from that, that'd be great. And I have 2 things still sitting out there. So I pay at the $2,200 level. I've only seen success at that level booking jobs. So you pay to play. If that's not what you want to do, I'm willing to do that. Yeah, and it pays off. I make a fair amount, a lot more than the $2,200 that I pay. Last year I made close to $15,000 on there. So anyway,
it's a good investment.
Yeah.
For me, I'm trying to make in another slow down year. I've been slowing down the last couple of years. And last year I wanted to make $5,000 a week. This year I want to make $3,000 a week, which it would be $150,000 a year in voiceover alone income. I don't have any other income. I'm doing very few auditions on Voice 123, voices.com, and no proposals this week at all on Upwork. And that's just part of the slow down process. Instead of really hunting after jobs and doing a lot of auditions, I'm just not doing that as much. And that's reflecting in my income somewhat. I'm well above my goal for the year. I'm into the 60,000s.
Oh, wow.
Already.
That's nice.
Which is I'm doing pretty well. Fiverr, I had 6 jobs for $748. Fiverr went a little bit slower this week. I've been averaging about $2,000 on Fiverr for the last few months. And direct marketing for 16 jobs, $2,787.50. Again, I'm shooting for $3,000. My total was $3,535.50. $3,535.50 for the week. There you go.
Great. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. To the folks who have been coming by all the time, thanks. And for the folks who are new, thanks for checking it out. Feel free to check out more on our channel. And like I said, if you have a friend that is in voiceover or you think would benefit from these videos, feel free to share it.
And just a quick note, we just got off a webinar. We do a weekly deep dive numbers, these plus more, and the strategies, and talk about why we're doing what with our small group that we have together called VOMP Plus, VO Marketing Pro Plus. And if you want to find out more information about that, you get a ton of stuff, and it's $50 a month. And so you can get a hold of John Barsness at vomarketingpro.com. I think it's in the link here.
Yeah,
so
it should be.
Links below.
Yeah. We'll be here next week, so come on and check out how we did next week too. We'll see you later. Have a good weekend.